People dread this as much as I do. Sure hope so, otherwise I'm gonna feel very stupid. Hello world, my name is Mr. Midori. I'm a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries. For the life of me, I don't remember why we started playing this, but now we're committed. I shouldn't be surprised. You just won't leave me alone. We just want to go home. Let Zizek take us out of here and we'll leave you alone. You really don't get it, do you? It's too late for that. You've gone and messed everything up. Look at me. I was supposed to redeem myself. This was supposed to end with me becoming a better person. Then you decided that you knew better. I'm sorry, but you're using magic to try and kill us by trapping us in the end of a video game, so you're not very sympathetic right now, unlike us who have never done anything wrong in our lives. Especially not involving porn. I don't care! Don't you see? Nothing matters anymore. I mean, I'd argue nothing mattered to begin with, but... Stop it! I've gotta go be a mindless cheerleader for the real protagonist, which is totally morally superior to being a mindless cheerleader for the supposed protagonist. And now Aries barking at me. Do you realize what you're saying? That the only meaning in your life was the control that you could exert over us that you didn't have earlier? Do you realize how fucked up that is? You are putting so many words in his mouth right now. Darling, you shouldn't talk like that. Don't call me darling! That's totally a thing we established earlier. I don't like this game, if you gathered. I'll do whatever I want to. You've forgotten? This is my story. Begone! That didn't work like you expected, did it? What's going on? My magic, what did you do? What you did to yourself, Dugan? I mean, it was entirely my doing, but you know, semantics. So this is how it goes. I should have expected as much. For all your lofty ideals, you are no better than me. You speak of high ideals, but you still resort to the lowest of tactics. This is how drunk people talk, right? No matter. I know what you've done. It didn't have to be this way, Dugan. You might hate us for changing your story, but we were the ones who started it in the first place. Up until yesterday, we were right along with you. We wanted you to succeed. Then we just kind of arbitrarily decided we hated you. Just not like this. You know, like this. The exact same way as last time, but, anyway, we're going to kill you now. It's not my fault! This is the only world I know. I was created for this world, for the purpose of fulfilling the desires of the people who play this game. People like you. You know, you guys do have involvement in this, right? Did you forget that? Man, the obsession with meta is, the absolute worst thing that ever happened to the indie game scene in the early 2000s, isn't it? Now you deny me of the very thing I was created to accomplish. You tell me I am evil because I resist. I'm gonna keep saying this until it stops being true. He is making way more sense than anyone else here right now. No! Short, sweet, and to the point. This is my world, and I can fix this. I will destroy you! This is bad, Erdrick. It looks like we're gonna have to fight him. Yeah, I don't think there's any getting around that. You know, we talk a big game, but at the end of the day, we are an RPG. Only one of us can face him. Who should it be? I'm gonna pick Zizek just because I think it'd be really interesting to see how they try to actually argue this. Zizek. I choose Zizek. Do not worry, I will be super effective. Fascinating. You do not even play baseball, do you? What need do I have of games when I can dismantle you with critique? Go ahead then, do your worst. Dugan emerged. You know, I feel more equipped to make Marxist critiques. I am very poor and very bitter. How did you grow up, Mr. Dugan? What do you mean? Are you poor or rich? Poor, I suppose. Then how can you be so blind to the oppression which you are a part of? Oppression? I mean, this is the least bullshit answer. As a manager, you represent the ruling class. But in baseball, managers are not compensated as well as players. Suppose I'm on the wrong track. That's a stupid argument and I'm not gonna make it. The strange thing about this world is that I am not sure even that it truly exists. I brought it into existence with ontology, but is it not true that all worlds have been brought into existence by perception? I'm definitely real. But perhaps nothing is real. No Kantian would truly think as such. There are two kinds of knowledge, sensual and logical. But which kind of knowledge can serve to explain your existence? Wow, devastating arguments. This is such a good gameplay mechanic. Have you ever considered whether you are real, Mr. Dugan? What do you mean? Assuming that we never have direct experience of things, it is perhaps possible that you are simply your own dream. My own dream? Rather than exist as an independent object, you are nothing but a subject. You are merely the filter by which this virtual construct experiences itself, and nothing more. Oh god. Indeed, for in fact everything is real. Reality is only bounded by perception, and thus there is no utility in attempting to quantify anything beyond perception. Truly, this is a devastating argument. I fight you, but destroying you will do no good in the long run. In this world, you alone are the dominant class, and as the dominant class is deposed, a new one will rise to take its place. One which, as we have established, in case you've forgotten, is equally stupid and horny. Perhaps significantly more so. At best, all I can do is create a new relation of production. This is only more reason for me to continue. In reality, history has no end. It only continues to evolve and progress. My interference in this world, ruled by you, can only be seen as an advancement of those who must be advanced. So, despite the fact that I may create a ruling class of similar darkness, I will force myself forward through the fog of doubt. You're smarter than you look, though that's not much of an accomplishment. No, I am exactly as smart as I look, you merely have deficient vision. What does that even mean? Don't ask me, I still haven't figured him out. It doesn't matter. I'm still in control here. You kidding? We just ate your lunch for breakfast. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Okay, but we're still, like, supposed to be on the protagonist's side here, right? Like, that hasn't changed any. Somehow. You just did! That was a response. You are so convinced you're so clever. I do not like this man. Still the main character here. Fighting you didn't do anything but help me sober up. Damn it, looks like we're gonna have to fight him again. We'll take him on now. No, I want this game to end. Fuck that, this is ridiculous. I'm not... Wait! This isn't your fight. I mean, it's not really anybody's fight. We have yet to establish an actual good reason why we're doing this. Those three may have helped wake me up, but they shouldn't have the satisfaction of defeating you. This is totally feminist. Kami, what are you doing? Something I would have done a long time ago if not for this goddamn video game we're all stuck in. You just hit me. We're supposed to be friends. It's the thing, isn't it? Everything that is supposed to be is set up to help you get what you want, totally unlike what's happening with Erdrick here. It was just a tool for you to use along the way. But now that I realize what was going on, which is we were going to win a baseball game, going to make sure that you can't hurt these people by making us win a baseball game. Kami, are you sure about this? Two of us have not even fought him yet. You do not need to risk yourself. But I do. You came here to free me from this virtual construct of patriarchy. Oh my god, actually kill yourself. But I can't really be free if I depend on three men to free me. When Knuckles the Echidna has a better understanding of feminism than you. I have to be the instrument of my own emancipation. I can tell the author wrote this with one hand on his cock. I'd not thought of it like that, but you are quite correct. To insist upon saving you would only further place the yoke of oppression around your neck. Daisuke has learned a new form of critique. A very shallow form of critique, but a critique nonetheless. Daisuke has learned feminist critique. Which is right and all, but how is she gonna defeat Dugan? He has magic, remember? Well, I just need my own form of magic, don't I? Gee, why didn't I think of that? Well, girl, you better learn fast, because it's almost game time. Don't call me girl, that's totally the worst thing anyone's done to me today. I don't have time for this. If you think you can defeat me, you have until the end of the championship game. Then this all disappears. Your friends right along with it. He's disappeared again. But I have to prove that I can defeat him for his horrible crime of doing the job he's paid for. I have to break free of this shitty world and move to a different, identically shitty world. I have to learn magic. Creating magic in this world should not be difficult for the characters within. Any concept which is unfamiliar within the time period or virtual construct will appear to be magic. And as we all know, any sufficiently advanced science is indistinguishable from magic. For example, if we were to introduce the concept of nuclear power, it would manifest as a form of magic. Okay, there's a direction you could go with this, and if you go it, I'm canceling the playthrough. Fortunately, we do not have any nuclear materials, nor the scientific ability to make use of them. Yeah, but we don't need these things. Here's 1943, all sorts of concepts would be alien to this world. Mass media, globalization, civil rights. Yeah, but we don't have experts on any of those things. Combi wants to do this on her own anyway. Baseball! Baseball? Bill James hasn't even been born. Earl Weaver is 13 years old. No one today knows how to evaluate baseball players. It's all about batting average, counting stats, and the eye test. Yeah, sabermetrics hasn't even been invented yet. Building a team around advanced stats would seem like magic. Kami's already shown she's smart. We just have to push her in the right direction. That's totally different from what we were doing earlier. What are you guys talking about? Alright. Kami, I want you to think about something. What is the value of a walk? Walk? Think about this. When a batter gets a hit, part of that is just the fielders failing to hit to the ball. We're going to very patiently walk you through this in a very mansplainy sort of way. But that's totally not us doing your job for you. It's completely different. We're not hypocrites. But when a batter takes a walk, that is an absolute reflection of their ability to recognize balls and strikes. Am I right? Ah. And I guess outs are a finite resource in baseball. 3 outs ends an inning, 27 ends the game. The most valuable thing a batter can do is to prevent herself from making an out. I'm starting to understand. Thank you for explaining that to my stupid girl brain. This is it. She is learning how to use magic. Kami learned how to use saber magics. So you can tell it's an indie game because it's built entirely around stupid puns. Kami became a saber magician. This is amazing! I understand so much more about baseball now. Just watch out for old school sports writers. A woman who knows the importance of OBP might literally kill them. Kami joined the party. Now I can't wait for another shot at Dugan. I'll do worse than just hit him. I'll use math. Let's go, we don't have much time. Oh man, this is weird. Where is everyone? The field is empty. Is the game only a few minutes away? Yeah, something's not right. The game continues to insist on playing itself. I guess I'm just an accessory here after all. There he is. What's he doing all by himself? Pissed alone all by yourself, handsome? I do not like where this is going. I knew you would come. I knew it wouldn't take you long to figure out that you couldn't use magic. But, shh. Let's try to keep the element of surprise. This isn't your story, Kaminari. This isn't your game. You cannot control it like I can. Guys, I don't think this is good. I don't know, you're right up, you're like nose to nose with that pit of lava and your face hasn't melted off yet, it can't be that bad. Your approximation of recent events is likely correct, Erdrick. You have no idea what you're dealing with. This is my world and I can do as I like. You're wrong, Dugan. If you controlled this world, then these visitors would never have been able to enter it and change the sequence of events. Shut up. You were merely created to serve me. Don't you understand? You're nothing. If I just say enough stereotypical villain lines, we'll ignore the fact that the protagonists are objectively in the wrong here. No, Dugan. Pitcher wins are nothing. The hell was that? That surprised you, didn't it? Yes, that's why he said, what the hell was that? You know what else is gonna surprise you? All those times you made me bunt, you were significantly hurting our chances of winning. What are you doing? It's magic, Dugan. Saber magics. Baseball is such a real sport. Saber magics! That's right, Dugan. All along, you were wrong about everything. You aren't the only one in this world who can learn magic, so much for that element of surprise. This is not your story alone. Most importantly, RBI are a worthless stat. You know, I don't think there's a single actual visual novel developer in the world who would disagree with this insinuation that heroines are more important than protagonists. What do you think you're arguing? Who do you think you're arguing with? RBI, runs are the most important thing in baseball, and someone has to bat them in. Just for that, I will destroy you! Alright, Kami, you ready for this? More than ready. Come at me, Dugan. Alright, I'm afraid we're going to need to use math. Sure, why not? Hail to the guardians of the north, mighty earth which feeds us, our home and mother. What are you doing? Hail to the guardians of the east, blessed air that soothes us, the breath of life in all existence. Oh god, this is some sort of witchcraft. Hail to the guardians of the south, sacred fire that sparks life in all, our protector and progenitor. This has nothing to do with baseball. No, I won't let you freak me out. Hail to the guardians of the west, waters of life, where all are purified and reborn. What are you doing? You should really stop putting me on the same page as our antagonist all game. Blessed baseball, I am but a spoke in the great wheel, but I call upon your power to determine whether I will win this fight. Good use of time and efficiency. I can see it, Dugan. The numbers are in my favor. What are you talking about? There are no outs. Top of the 9th. The game is tied and I have a runner on third base. All he has to do is make it to the plate. Go for the bunt, right? Been over this already. No, of course not! A suicide squeeze could just as easily get the runner thrown out at home, and if the batter swings away, they might get a sac fly. Besides, it's only the top of the 9th and we want to score as many runs as possible. Fascinating. What the hell? What did you do? I feel weak. Way to go, Kami. You did it. Not sure what it was or why it matters, but you did it. This magic thing is pretty awesome. Does it mean you guys can go home now? It does appear that I can use my ontology again if we are ready to leave this world. That's the plan. Finally! We get back to the real world and get ready for Game 7. You bastards! Don't run away, you've taken everything from me! You intentionally pushed me off a wagon, who the fuck does that? This may be a problem, Erdrick. What do you mean? We have basically violated the Prime Directive. I have no idea what that means. You seriously never watched Star Trek? Nerd. What? His assessment is correct, Moose. You have demonstrated that you are what people refer to as nerd by admitting that you watch one of the most popular television series ever crafted by human hands. It's way nerdier than baseball. You're a goddamn philosopher! Perhaps. In Star Trek, the most important rule of the Federation is to avoid interfering in the development of primitive societies. Nerd. We've dramatically changed this world and we've broken all of its internal rules. Now we're responsible for it. Nerd. Can't just leave Duke in here like he is to try to control these girls again once we're done. That thing that was totally happening before we involved ourselves. Zizek, is there a way to use your ontology to fucking murder him? Well, it is certainly possible to delete an aspect of the unreal world with ontology. But is that the sort of people we want to be? No. No, it's not. Kami, what do you think? Should we leave Dugan here in this world with you? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm planning on coming with you guys. What? The world that created this game seems like a fucked up place, and I'm gonna help clean it up. Have they made a single actual piece of criticism all game? Going to smash the patriarchy. You realize a white man is putting words in your mouth right now, right? Seems like a prudent idea. Kami will come with us. Okay, but what do we do about Dugan? I think that is up to Erdrick to decide. Well, I may. You are the main character. Oh man, I never asked for this. Gee, I wonder if there's someone else in this room who could say that. Did you ever ask to be born? I know that I did not ask to be born, and I would most certainly be happier if I had not been. Finally, someone talking sense. Yikes, fine, I'll choose. But I should ask the girls what they think we should do. They're the ones who'll have to live with them. You mean that you should ask the women here what they think? Oh, shut the fuck up. I like her already. Go kill yourself. Approach Dugan when you've made your decision. I'll keep him paralyzed until you're ready. Alright, do either of you have any, baseball things? Wow, devastating. What a good use of my time and energy. In this I am but a tool, a gun to be fired. Alright, this is it. Tell me, what do you think? Again, unlike all video games. Thought you didn't want to kill him, Zizek. I'm not a murderer. It's kind of my thing. Technically, it's not killing. What about Kami? She's alive, isn't she? At least she will be if she leaves the game with us. Maybe Dugan is the same way. Let's get the fuck out of here. Good lord, I thought this scene would never end. Damn, it feels good to be back in the real world. It looks suspiciously similar to the one we just left. This is our universe, Kami. What do you think? Is it just this room? Because this is awful small. It smells like cooked cabbage. There's a good reason for that. No, our world is massive. This is just one room in one apartment building in one city in one country, and I think she gets the point. So what is the first thing you will do now that you are in our world? Can't even imagine what our path to citizenship looks like. This might get weird. For now, I'll stick around with you guys. At least I want to see how the World Series turns out. Yes, because your interest in baseball is totally organic and not forced upon you. We should be on our way. I thought you'd never ask. Any more soda? Nope. Yep, I'm going to leave and never come back. So, just like that, we freed the world of Gigi's strange anime game. I've been leaning on this entire time, but I want to make sure it is not left merely implied. This is incredibly racist. We let the virtual Jimmy Dugan live, but we hoped that the other characters would be able to handle him. Never became of him. More than that, we'd pulled one of the NPCs from the world to let her live her own life. I didn't understand how any of it worked, but Gigi assured me that it wouldn't disrupt reality. At least, not any more than anything else we did. I hope you all appreciate the audio mixing I did to keep everything under control, because I will have you know that from my perspective, this is absolutely deafening. I had to put all that out of my head. The sun had risen and we were less than 12 hours away from the beginning of Game 7. I hadn't gotten any sleep, and I hoped that once we returned to the clubhouse I could fit in a little nap before pre-game workouts. Little did I know that my journey was far from over. Unfortunately, this game is significantly longer than that. Hello, Pizza Man. This sucks, but we gotta do what we gotta do. What sucks? Oh, nothing. The television is showing highlights from Game 6. I don't want to watch this. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm the player here. I outrank you. Dick. No, that was a bad pitch, but this seems excessive. You ask me, coach is being unreasonable. Oh, look, we don't actually get to play baseball anymore. God damn it, the soda machine's all out of tab. All it has is Dr. Pepper. And it's not even a real doctor. We have obtained a Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is a PhD, not a medical doctor. He cannot diagnose that spot on your leg. He could if he wasn't a coward. Oh hey, Edric, I'm sorry about everything. What do you mean? Oh, you don't know? talk to Coach. We're laying it on very thick, don't you think? Do you think we should talk to Coach? I think we should talk to Coach. Fascinating environmental details. There you are, Edric. We need to talk. The hell is everyone outside chatting about? Or apologizing to me and not for the things they do to piss me off. Made a decision, Edric. If we get that far, you won't be closing out Game 7. What? ... That's how that reads, right? Everyone in the media is calling for it after what happened last night. That was an awful pitch you threw. This is a terrible idea. Why are you making your managerial decisions based off of what people in the media say? Media are idiots. This is true. Besides, Edric has learned a new pitch. He can throw a changeup now and he's more than ready to use it in a game situation. Sorry, Edric, but this is just how it has to be. What a devastatingly witty answer. Just let us show you his new pitch. Trust us, it'll change your mind. I do not believe that this is about pitching. I believe that this is about the pressures of society, which are far more difficult to change. He's right. Do you understand what Jajik is talking about? No, but he's right. Listen, any pitcher can blow a game. Even if Erdrick is throwing Sandy Koufax's curveball, he might miss with his location and screw things up again. If he does, I'm toast, because everyone out there is acting like he needs to be pulled from the closer spot. Whereas if the new guy blows the game, it can't be second-guessed as much. Why not? It's a terrible way to manage. This is not happening. Now freak out, Erdrick. Being a closer is totally overrated. Often middle relievers face more high-leverage situations. Don't make me think about facts right now, I'm too upset. To be fair, he doesn't think about facts under any circumstances. Erdrick, no, don't go, you're so sexy, Hey, where are you going? Erdrick has left the party. Well, that's not good. I do not believe that he took that news very well. Very observant, Jajik. The hell? Did he just walk out on the team? Looks that way. This is unacceptable. Moose and whoever the hell you two are, go and find him. I'm Kami. I am a fixed position in space in which matter is slightly denser than... I don't care. Find my pitcher, ask around, figure out where he went, bring him back. Okay, we have to think about this. Erdrick was our leader, and we have to elect someone else to do it, and I think that I would... She just came into this world 10 minutes ago. Yep. Feminism is when you elect unqualified women over qualified people. Wouldn't... He only left like a minute ago. We can probably just catch up to him. I have that sense of deja vu, feeling the career experience or something you've experienced before. It's probably nothing. He's going to Willy Wonka's Candy Factory. Oh hey, Edric, I thought you died. We go now. Factory of some sort. Sometimes he prefers, yep. Yep, he's very dumb. Pez, as in the pill-like candy that preps children for a life dependent on small doses of pleasure-inducing chemicals given by the nodding head of authority. Yes, I guess that is what I mean. You're fucking joking. You don't know Edric like I do. He is cripplingly incompetent. It is remarkable that he even made it to adulthood. Nah, he's very intelligent when he wants to be. Is he? Is he really? So where has he gone? The abandoned Pez factory in upstate New York, no doubt. That is a joke, right? No joke. It's not far, but we should hurry. Looking at the clock, that's totally there. We only have about 14 hours till game time. Alright, on to the Pez factory. This game is dumb. Still can't believe you didn't make this place up. Just run around in circles. My time isn't valuable. Go in the window. Hello? Edric? Oh man, is it gonna be a hassle? We have to search this whole place. Hey, some noise is coming from that speaker over there. Don't bother, guys. I've locked the door and I'm not coming out. Come on, Edric, this is childish. You are literally throwing a tantrum. No, this is literally throwing a tantrum. What did you just break? I think it was a mold for Pez dispensers. Well, no big loss. You're better than this, Edric, I somehow believe. Come on out. No, I am not better than this. I won't come out until I'm named the closer again. This isn't the way to go about any of this, Edric. This only makes you look worse. You look like a petulant baby. I made my decision. You should know that to make a decision is tantamount to treason against yourself. I don't even know what that means. I never know what anything you say means. Guess there's no consoling him. What the hell are we gonna do now? Leave? Literally no loss. Maybe we need to figure out a way to get his job back. If the coach is fixated on media narrative, maybe we can change the narrative before the game and he'll change his mind. We need to make sports writers and fans demand Edric returns to the closer role. Media narrative isn't so impossible to change, especially for a short time. Social media. We need to go to Twitter. Are you suggesting that we spend our time at a computer typing words into the ether in the hopes that they have an effect on the world? If that is what you are suggesting, then you are a madman and not the good kind. No, better than that. We need to go to Twitter headquarters and change the narrative at the source. Wait, there's a Twitter headquarters? I didn't want to be part of the party, Edric. If you want to join us, you can come right on out here. No! Just wanted to know if there's a Twitter headquarters. Of course there is, and we can go there and get into the system and alter the media narrative as we see fit. There are plenty of fans and reporters who know Edric shouldn't lose his job. We just need to make sure their tweets are seen and others are not. Again, we are the good guys here. As the media picks up on the new narrative, Coach will reinstall Edric as the closer and all will be well. I don't know what Twitter is, but this sounds great. As far as I know, it is like the Telegraph. The Telegraph was pumped full of amphetamines and then suffered a massive head trauma. Yeah, that sounds about right. Can we... Yep. Less than an hour. That's Carlos Rodriguez's walkout music. What's he doing here? More important than that, how can he make music play wherever he goes? Who are you to talk about what is believable? You're a character from a computer game. How does he know that? Call me, this is Carlos Rodriguez, better known as the Machine. He's the one who hit the HR off of Erdrick, putting us all in this mess. And none of that explains why he's here and not at the stadium with the rest of his team preparing for the game. I heard that Erdrick lost the closer job, just as I predicted. And you came to gloat? Something like that. Leave Erdrick alone, he's been through enough. No, he hasn't. And I think that's the problem. The hell is that supposed to mean? It sounded like something I would say, and not in a good way. This man concerns me. Oh, who is this? Who am I? That is actually a good question, but not a question that we have time to discuss because there is a baseball game soon. However, all you need to know about me is that I am Erdrick's friend and that I will not let you harass him further. Erdrick's friend? Fascinating. I don't think you really understand what is going on here. The entire world was watching him. Millions of eyes fixed upon his every move. And he failed. His pain and inadequacy were broadcast across the globe. On some level, you should know the feeling, Moose. Though perhaps not so acutely. Despite all of that, despite everything that has happened in this world, I am Erdrick's only friend. What? You don't understand yet. Your vision is too narrow. Take that back. If anything, my vision is considerably wider than it should be. Really getting under your skin, aren't I? You're a pompous, irritating man, and I will reveal that you are nothing but a boastful fool. Watch out, Jacek, he's defeated both Erdrick and me. He's dangerous. Do not worry about me, Moose. This man knows nothing of philosophy. This will be simple. Now, this is interesting. You aren't a pitcher. No, I am not. A pitcher carries water. And I carry water for no one. You're being deliberately obtuse. That is what I do. If you figured it out so quickly, perhaps I should be careful. Come at me, Zizek. I will destroy you just like I destroyed Erdrick. And maybe you will be smart enough to thank me. Alright. Hit him with capitalism. You're well paid for your efforts as a baseball player, are you not? Of course, I'm one of the best there is. How can you justify your salary when you know that others starve? There's no doubt that you are talented. There are no questions about whether you are able to perform your duties. But when it comes right down to it, you earn millions of dollars by playing a child's game. Can you accept that? Other men break their backs to simply eat. You play and you are wealthy beyond their wildest dreams. You're right. It's totally unfair. Among all the men in the world, it is clear that I do not objectively deserve my salary. But it's not so simple. Ultimately, there are thousands of people who pay lots of money to see me play at the stadium. There are even more people who sign up for cable television to watch my team. In a perfect world, all this money would go to a better cause. But this isn't a perfect world. Baseball teams make hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Where would that money go? Should it go to the owners who do not play the game? The fans do not watch the games for the owners. They do not buy ownership merchandise. They tune in to watch me and my teammates. And we're the ones who work. both in the games and in the off-season, to keep in shape. So shouldn't we be the ones to reap the rewards? I suppose in the practical sense you are right. If someone must become wealthy off of baseball, it should be the players. You are right. I mean, we could easily question the veracity of baseball as a sport. God knows I do pretty regularly, but still. Zizek lost the ability to use Marxist critique against Carlos Rodriguez. Let's get this out of the way, because it's going to be cringe as hell. So, you're a baseball player like Moose and Erdrick. Nice observation, Professor. Professional sports within the United States and in much of the so-called Western world is overtly masculine in orientation. Baseball especially finds itself awash in masculine imagery. This should be entertaining. The hitter is judged by his ability with the bat, a phallic object that he wields as an extension of his own manhood. Further, the pitcher is judged by his ability to penetrate the hitter's defenses, forcing his way past the hitter's resistance. Meanwhile, the only way the man can prevent himself from being penetrated is to wield the instrument of his own extended manhood. As such, the pitcher seeks to castrate the hitter and feminize him in an act known as the strikeout. Ah, but the best hitters know when to hold back. They do not wield their bats, their extended manhood as you call it, and they succeed by being passive. They succeed by taking a walk, by allowing the hypermasculine pitcher to attempt to overpower them, and using that aggression to their own advantage. The best hitters in baseball are as receptive as they are combative, and thus, you are wrong. You are right. See, I would have just made the argument that, women's baseball is massively underrepresented, undercompensated compared to men's baseball, but you know, you do you, Zizek. No matter what you claim, you are clearly the villain of this story. Oh, really? How so? You have done nothing but impede us at every turn. We are trying to help Erdrick return to the pitcher he was once before. Our goal is noble, the restoration of our friend. Thus your obstruction is clearly nothing less than immoral, against the righteous, and so on and so on. You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not a dog, and my reasoning is valid. There are purposes in this world which are clearly good. No matter what you believe, restoring the confidence of a man is unquestionably good. What if that man is Hitler? What if the man was a monster? See? See? You're serving this on a silver platter to him. Erdrick is not a monster. No. But what if his success has dire consequences that even you are unable to predict? I do not know what you are talking about. He is a pitcher. A baseball player. How could regaining his confidence be bad? It's a good question, Zizek. But do you trust yourself to make that judgment call? Are you so certain about your own righteousness that you are unwilling to consider that you are advancing a negative cause? Some of the most evil men in history were sure that they were doing the right thing. Who is to say what happens if Erdrick becomes a good pitcher again? I don't know. I guess nothing can be so black and white. Yep. You would have thunk it. Really, that's all you have? How is this possible? Trebek, you were just a baseball player. How can you command such a presence in the field of philosophy? Once again, Erdrick surrounds himself with failures. It's maybe true, but so do we all. Truly, all of mankind is made up of failures, so your point is both well taken and utterly meaningless. Stop playing word games to hide that you were defeated by me, Zizek. Good luck with whatever foolishness you get up to next. Get back here, Rodriguez. You know that a man needs no luck to engage in foolishness. And he's gone. Shouldn't we chase after him or something? What would be the point? Zizek is right. It's clear now that only Erdrick can defeat Carlos Rodriguez. We need to focus on getting him back in the game. Then we can worry about Rodriguez. Continue with our original plan to assault Twitter headquarters and force a media narrative, returning Erdrick to the closer position. Even though we literally just admitted we didn't know that was a good idea or not. Let's not use the word assault. Go in there to talk. And also take over the mainframe and force them to promote ideals we disagree with. Which has never resulted in anything bad in all of history. All speech is assault, dear Moose. Well, I'm glad defeat hasn't changed you. Meanwhile, inside the abandoned Pez factory. Finally, I found all the Pez. Now I can turn myself into a great pitcher, like Roger Clemens or Bartolo Colon. That's what all the sports writers say will happen if I eat a lot of Pez, right? Some of those guys write for newspapers, so they gotta be smart. Well, here it goes. Past the teeth and through the gums, look out stomach, here it comes. Wow, so much candy. You aren't even a dispenser, so I can eat a package at a time. Erdrick eats an entire package of Pez. Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, that doesn't taste quite right. Wonder if Pez can go bad. Erdrick eats an entire package of Pez. Oh boy. Expiration date May 2nd, 1997. Well, these are the only Pez I have, so I should keep going. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And then he died. You know what, chat? I was in the process of setting up to end stream. I think I'm gonna do that now. There's a limit to how much of this I can take. Night, everybody.